Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's race is 4 laps of the Volcano circuit, so not too long, about 20 kilometers, but it's got some short punchy climbs, so not too bad. I don't mind if it's a short climb for like a minute or two, but it's the long climbs which really get me, so I'm feeling good about this one. Should be a good race. It's a good course. I know this course quite well. I've done it a few times, so yeah, no excuses for this one. Hoping to get a solid result. Podium would be nice. Even a win would be good, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's get into it.
Typical Zwift start here, and as usual I put out way too much power and ended up on my own at the beginning and waiting for everyone to catch up. So this is an all categories race, so A, B, C, D's, everyone all having fun together. So yeah, there's a pretty big pack here, 43 people racing today, so it should be fun. So there's a really long lead-in on this course. It's about 5k, so each lap is 4k and then a 5k lead-in, so about 21 kilometers overall. So already having to work quite hard to stick with this group. I know if I can stick with the A's and B's for a bit, I can sit in the draft and try to get a bit of a lead over the fellow C category riders. So yeah, having to dig quite deep just to get in the group here, and now it's going to be a case of how long I can hang on for. So I've been trying to be pretty consistent with cycling over this winter. I'm doing 3 races a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursdays I'm going to do much easier endurance sessions, so hopefully I can get some good balance and hopefully get a bit fitter really. That's the aim for this winter, and to lose some weight. Anyway, the group here starts to get away a bit, especially on the hill. This is where I really need to put some power down. So they're getting away here and I am really having to dig quite deep to get back. Definitely need to be more careful, especially on the ascents, just to make sure I'm sticking with them. So coming up to the end of the lead-in, we've just got a small climb before the end of the lead-in, so yeah, just sticking in the group. On the flat it's fine, I can happily sit with the A's and B's on the flat, but as soon as the elevation goes up I really have to put the power down, so that's my struggle, that's my aim for this race anyway. So yeah, here comes the hill. No one really pushes on this one except this one guy ahead, but it's a big group so there's no worrying about catching him. So yeah, this hill wasn't too bad. Now this is coming up to the end of the lap, so this is where I might get an item or I might not. I'm not sure what the rules are for these races, so I really need to start checking it before I come on. So yeah, this one, no items in this, so there's no roulette of seeing if you get an aero or a feather or anything like that. So we've got about 16 kilometers to go. It's a pretty short race, 20 kilometers, and so far so good. Sticking with the group, heart rate 173, so yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. Still having to work quite hard, and this is where it starts to get strung out quite early actually. And yeah, on the flat normally you wouldn't expect this to happen. Normally on the flat the blob is quite good. It's on the hills you expect the group to get strung out. So yeah, putting in some big watts here just to stick with them. And yeah, I try really hard to stick with them, putting out some big watts up this hill, because I know if I can get back in this group I'll be able to save so much energy for later. So yeah, I have to dig very deep there, and I do manage to get back in the blob. And then on this downhill I managed to stay in the draft, so yeah, not too bad. Coming into the second lap now, just this flat bit and then the uphill, and then we'll be into the second lap. So yeah, just trying to save energy on the flats, but even doing like 180 watts I'm still struggling. My heart rate is really high. No chance to rest with this group, no chance whatsoever. Another incline here, and this is it. I really try again to dig deep and try to stick with them, but no, it's not happening. I'm done. One C rider does manage to stick with the A's and B's, so shout out to him. Good effort there. I do not have it in me to stick with the A's and B's for this one. So yeah, now I'm on my own. I'm in no man's land, so yeah, just gotta sit around, wait for the C's to pick me up, because I'm not even going to bother trying to keep away from them on my own. There's a small group of around 5 or 6 people behind me, so I'm just making sure I don't let them overtake me. So 12 kilometers to go, about 13 minutes in now. It's not the longest race in the world. It should be done in about half an hour. So here's the group, they've picked me up, and yeah, there's 5 of us here. Probably gonna be a normal Zwift race from here, just taking turns on the front. No one's gonna do anything major really. So we take it easy till the end of the lap, and now this is where I make a bit of a mistake. Going up this hill, I don't sit on the back of these guys at the front. I really should put some power down now because they're getting away from me. I'm already out the draft, and that is just a silly rookie error. So I could have sprinted here to catch up with them. I don't think I would have had any problems with catching up with them that way, but I decide I don't want to burn a match, so I just decide to put out a bit over my threshold to try and get back with them slowly. So that's about 300 watts. I know I can do that for a while. I don't want to go all out to try and catch them because I think that'll be much more exhausting than just taking it easy to catch them. All right, so I'm back with them now, and to be honest, from here till the end, there is not much. So let's skip forward again. So we've skipped forward a bit. This is the penultimate lap, the end of the penultimate lap, and you've got to note that the finish of this one is uphill. There's one uphill which you've just done, and then it flattens out, and then there's another small uphill. So it's important to bear that in mind for the tactics on the last lap. So I'm thinking, I normally just assume I'm the heaviest rider in a group, so I know if it's an uphill finish, I will probably struggle. So what I'm thinking at this point is I'm going to attack on a downhill and then see if I can keep a lead on the flat bit. That way I can put out watts, and then the lighter people will have to put out higher watts per kilogram to keep up with me. Anyway, that's my idea. Don't know if it will work, so let's see. 3.2 kilometers to go. It's a bit early to try that yet. We've got one small incline and then a descent, which is where I'm going to attack. So really taking it easy here, just keeping an eye on the numbers on the side, just making sure no one else launches an even early attack than me. So yeah, going through the volcano here. So this is important. This is where the uphill is, and the downhill is where I need to launch it. Actually, I think it's better to launch the attack just on the uphill, so you can put your power down a bit easier on the uphill. So here it is, 500 watts, and just go for it. And keeping it on the downhill as well, so making sure they can't stick with me. So I have to keep this power down for quite a while just to see if I can hold them off. So 1.4 kilometers to go. I've got a gap of 3 seconds over most of the group. One guy did go with me, T Bisson, and I'm keeping him at about 10 meters here. So working pretty hard. I don't know why my cadence is so low. I just wasn't managing my gears. I should have switched to an easier gear and kept spinning more. Anyway, he's really trying to get back into my draft, and I know if he gets into my draft it'll be so much easier for him, so I make sure to try and keep the gap more than 5 meters. So I put down a bit of power here just to drop him a bit more. So yeah, just managed to do enough to keep him away, but there is also a hill coming up. So I've got 1 kilometer to go on the flat. I really need to dig deep for this little bit here. Heart rate is 184, which is way higher than it should be. I'm really struggling at this point, struggling just to put out like 250 watts. So yeah, I've still got 2 seconds on them. Bisson is 2 seconds behind me. Baker is 5 seconds behind me, but I know those guys will have a bit of a push at the end because they haven't gone for the long sprint, so they'll have some energy left. 4 seconds the lead, 5 seconds the lead. So yeah, this is where I'm really going to suffer going up this hill. I try to dig in just to get some last little bits of power out. 500 watts going up this hill, 600 meters to go, and it's going to be close, I know it. But Baker has absolutely launched it. He's launched his sprint and he's closing in on me, and there's not really much I can do at this point. He's just, he's got way more energy than me. He saved his energy till the end, and yeah, he just overhauls me. Nothing I can do about that. Good strategy from him, good job. And I do have one more person behind me, Melin. He's got 24 meters behind me, so I'm really trying to see if I can hold him off as well. Normally at the end I'd like to be able to sprint with at least like 800, 900 watts, but there's nothing in the tank at this point. 250 meters to go, really trying. Melin is 30 meters behind me, and I think I've almost got him covered here. Final 150 meters. And yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure I've got this. Really struggling up this hill, but he's still 25 meters behind, so I'm able to let off the gas a bit early. And yeah, finishing in 2nd or 3rd place in the C's. So yeah, not too bad at all.
All right, that was a pretty good finish there, I think. Overall, good race. Managed to stick with the A's and B's until the 2nd lap. So yeah, that was tough. Credit to the C guys who managed to stick with them to the end. Good job from them. Last lap, I decided to attack early, going down the hill, hoping that I would be able to get enough distance on the flat to stop the guys from getting me on the hill. It worked half. Baker just got me there at the end on the final incline. Nothing left there, but managed to get 2nd in that group, which I'm pretty happy with. I think if I left it to a straight up sprint at the end, I probably would have got beaten by a few more people because it's an uphill finish. They can lay the watts per kilograms on the hill. So yeah, not too disappointed with that. It was a good race. Next one is going to be on Friday. I'm going to do a time trial. There's a 11 kilometer time trial. I think I'll try something different. All about constant power rather than like spiking it like you do in these races. So something a bit different for Friday. Tomorrow, rest day, maybe endurance session. So yeah, pretty good one today. All right, anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Details of the next race will be down in the pinned comment, so if you want to join for some Zwift fun, then please do, please join, it'll be good. All right, anyway, thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Bye bye.